Good evening. It's past my bedtime here. Um, but I can't sleep, so I've got some stuff on my mind. Uh, just get my hair pulled back. Getting ready to go to bed, but I was going to pull my hair back. Hello, if you're here in the chat. Just getting myself ready for bed. I hope you're all doing well this evening. I don't know if any of my normal regulars are going to come in here, so but I thought I would go live and see if I had anybody out here that wanted to chat with me this evening. I have champagne scented. Oh, it's so bright. Champagne scented lotion. It smells so divine. Let's see. I thought I'd wait till some more people came in here. I don't know. Usually it takes a few minutes. We're about a minute and a half in. I don't know. Maybe I'll give it another minute or so. We'll let some other people come in here. So maybe not. Maybe not. I guess I could just go for it. If you're new here, hi. Thank you for joining in on the chat. Hello, Claudio. How are you? Good to see a familiar face in here. I think you're the Claudio that I know. Anyway, if you are, hello, nice to see you again. I missed you at Rare Evo. I was looking for you. If you're the Claudio I know. But if you are not the Claudio I know, I hope I see you at the next Rare Evo. Yeah, I just, my day started off really good. It was on a high note. I thought, hello, Crimson, welcome. Ooh, we've got some more people joining the chat. How are you? Hello, hello. I do still love you, Claudio. You're my favorite. Lenny, hello, and Michelle. Wanted to chat a little bit. So, if you guys know, my daughter's had some health issues. She had a rare brain condition, and she had a doctor's appointment today. Are we flirting? Yeah. No, Claudio knows that I love him. Like, he came up to me at a conference and he said, "Oh, it's me," and I knew exactly who he was because I talked to him on Twitter. I spend a lot of time on Twitter. So yeah, but I wanted to talk about what happened today with my daughter's doctor's appointment. So after her rare brain condition, she started being seen at Stanford Children's Neurology. She's been there for about 5 years now. She has what is called drug-resistant epilepsy. So she's taken a lot of different types of medications early on in her illness. It was really scary times. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, if you guys could subscribe, I would appreciate it. You're waiting for her. So, yeah, so she's been on medication. Encephalitis is swelling of the brain. And so her brain, no, I'm not scamming people. I'm not scamming people. I'm not scamming anyone. I'm talking about what the doctors said. Yeah, I don't need to scam people. So she has this drug resistant epilepsy, and I'm at a point now where, like, with the encephalitis, the swelling of her brain, year over year she continues to improve. The intensity of her seizures are less. This last year she was able to try out for like the swim team at school. And she did great. She would do really good at like one race, but then later she'd kind of start to tire out towards like her second and third races. So she's improved enough to where she can live like a mostly normal life. Um, so, but she does take a lot of medication. And so anyway, today on the call, it was hard because every time I am meeting with Stanford, we're talking about different dosages and changing different medications and stuff. One of the medications she's on, it's a really hard benzo. It makes her super sleepy. Like if she ever gets off of it, she's gonna have drug dependency of it. It's a strong medication that she's on, and so then it also makes her a little slow, makes her tired, makes her groggy, and things like that. The other medication she's on is an anticonvulsant, and it's called Depakote. It's called a regular like pharmaceutical name. Valproic acid, I think, is a pharmaceutical name for it. And so anyway, the Depakote or valproic acid will cause her to be infertile. So as long as she's on it, she can't, ever have a baby or get pregnant. She can't carry a child on the medication. And then the longer she's on the medication, it'll make her infertile. And so it's hard to know that, we just want her to be able to like drive a car. We take things like that for granted. Like when I turned 16, all I was worried about was getting a car and getting my first job, and having freedom. And she's 15, she'll be 16 soon. And she's just not really healthy to a point where she can drive. Although her seizures are like mostly at night, so she can live like a normal life during the day. So on the phone with Stanford today, they had recommended, it's called VNS, and it's an implant that they would do. The little receiver sits here below the collarbone, and then it has a little lead that goes up the neck, and then it goes up to the vagus nerve, whatever it's called. Anyway, it coils around that. And so then this little device sends a pulse. And so anyway, this pulse will vibrate up against the vagus nerve, and it's supposed to stimulate the brain, and I don't know, supposedly cause the overactivity of the brain to calm. Now, with this, there's also a device that you can like wave over it, and that will stop the seizure. So right now, if she has a seizure, we have like rescue meds. It's kind of like a Narcan. It's like a nasal spray that goes up her nose. And if she's having like a really strong, violent seizure, I can squirt this up her nose, and it stops the seizure right away. Pretty much right away. But she'll be like really dopey afterwards. She's like hungover on like really strong narcotics. And so anyway, so if she has this implanted and they put you wave the thing over it during a seizure, it's supposed to stop the seizure. Now my apprehension of it is, you're implanting something here, it's an electronic device, and you guys, we all deal with electronics all the time. They malfunction, they have issues, the battery dies. There's all these different things that can go on. And so I'm struggling with the fact that they're now recommending that my daughter go forward with seizure or with this surgery. So because I'm like thinking, okay, so we cut her open and we put this in, and she's, oh, but it's an outpatient procedure. And there's issues where like you can see the device under someone's skin, or like if they have like they hit a growth spurt, the coil that goes around their vagus nerve will all of a sudden come undone. And then that will that will like disconnect and she's not, basically doesn't work anymore. It will vibrate to where like, her voice, like when she goes to talk, if it vibrates, you can hear it. It will also do this thing where it makes her voice really hoarse. And so, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not talking about crypto right now. Sometimes I come on here and just talk about real life stuff. And so, yeah, I had an appointment with my daughter's doctor today, and they recommended doing surgery on her. And it just kind of hit me a certain way because I wasn't really ready to like turn my daughter into Swiss cheese. Like I'm not ready to cut her open. Um, so it hurt me a certain sort of way. Yeah. So I struggle. I'm struggling with it. I can't sleep right now. This is my bedtime. And so yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about what my daughter's going through. Um, Ironically enough, in addition to that, okay, I will talk about crypto a little bit. Somebody had launched a token for me yesterday on this Bags app. And I was trying to like look into it to see if it was a scam or was it not a scam. And so anyway, but there were some people that were tied to it who had initially tried to like raise money for my daughter, like at the start of the year or whatever. And so anyway, but they had popped up like just randomly out of nowhere because I've been working on trying to grow like my channel, trying to grow the YouTube, trying to, do all the things. I need a reliable job that doesn't require me to be at work because my daughter gets sick. It's just the reality of the situation. Um, and so anyway, so this coin was launched for me yesterday on the Bags app, and I knew it wasn't really going to do much. I knew it really wasn't going to like people are like it's a creator coin. Like creator coins aren't doing that great, right? And so anyway, the cool thing about it was that all of the trades that took place on it, like I got like a royalty off of it. And so anyway, that was kind of cool. I truly thought it was like a scam, even up until like just recently. Like I ran a live stream on it and I was like, oh wow, these people like launched this token. Here's how the app works, da 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 da. And I pulled it all up and showed everyone the chart on Dex Screener and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, I felt a lot of apprehension about it. The UI on the app was just really clunky. I didn't love it. And then once I got in there, it was like really weird in the way like it was making it hard for me to claim my money or recover my money. And I had to like load some money into the app to do the transaction. And then it looked like it was coming up as like wrapped Solana. And so then I was like, I wasn't even really sure what it was. And then I kept trying to transfer it out and it didn't want to transfer out. And so, should be the least. Yeah, so my point is that it wasn't a scam. The Bags app ended up not being a scam. It raised like $700. I think I raised like $700. So in total between like the tokens that were sent to my wallet, it was like, I don't know, $50 was sent to my wallet, and then like the 700 I think in royalties that I got off of it. And it was like nothing. But there are a lot of people, so one of the reasons I want to talk about it is because there's a lot of people that I've seen who have had coins launched for them, and people are like shooting it down and they're like, oh, this is a scam, this is a scam. And it's not really. All they have to do is like go in and they can claim their royalties on it. And so anyway, that's on the Bags app. So, but it looks to me, it appears to me as though the app may be based out of like the Asia Pacific region. And so I don't think there's just a lot of people here that maybe know about the app. I Everywhere I looked, I couldn't find anything really negative about the app. And so, but yeah, the whole way through, I was just very cautious in like every step of the way, what I was doing and trying to like, utilize it and see how it worked. But yeah, I mean, it's just another launch pad. I mean, it's like launch pad season, right? Like you look at how many launch pads have been created. There's dozens of them, and so this is a launch pad that allows the creator to set royalties, which is really unique. Um, and I mean, I don't know. I haven't used a lot of launch pads, so maybe there's other things. But it's also built in, like integrated into X/Twitter. So you could just like tweet at somebody and then it goes to their handle. So it's like you could like tag at the Bags app, create this coin, and then at who you want it to go to with the royalties in the tweet, and it's all like it's AI generated from there. So it look I can see why people all were like, "Oh my gosh, it's a scam." But yeah. It was kind of cool. Because I'm not into scamming people. Um, Yes, I'm on the Dear Diary type of disposition. You don't have to watch. You don't have to watch. I'm here doing this. This is what I do in the evening on my vertical lives. I don't know what to tell you, Spooky Sammy. This is what I do. It's a Dear Diary moment. Um, so yeah, my kids go back to school tomorrow. I told my daughter's doctor that I didn't want to go forward with any surgery right now. She's tried out for school sports, school starts. Like I can't see where going forward and doing this surgery right now would be beneficial to her. I think it would be probably better for us to wait maybe down the road. And the way encephalitis works is it's a really long, slow recovery. Um, a lot of people and everything that I've read, I mean, it's a rare disease, but everything I read said like the most progress in recovery of encephalitis is in the first 2 years. So in my mind, like magically we would hit the 2 year mark and things would get better. I really didn't notice an improvement until almost year four. Because like by year two, she was still having seizures so bad. We were like ending up in an ambulance to the hospital. Luckily we don't end up in the hospital anymore. We don't end up in the hospital anymore. Now it's just like the seizures that we manage at home, which is nice. Um, but it's hard because she's, going to be an adult in like 2 years. And it's like, how do you prepare your child to go out into the world that has like a condition like that? Um, it's it's scary. Like, I don't want her to live with me forever. I don't want her to live with me forever, but I also don't want to, you know, I'm scared to like let her go and live somewhere else. So, is her boyfriend going to take care of her, or her fiance husband going to take care of her the way I would, or would her friends, like I don't know that I trust like her living with friends to not, you know how seizures are. You can't be drinking in excess on alcohol. Like she can't like give in to peer pressure. She's got to remain strong and level-headed through becoming a young adult. She's always like kind of pretended like she would never drink alcohol, but now that she's getting older, she kind of like she says kind of maybe she will. She's like, oh, I just want to try it on my birthday. Like, when she turns 21, of course. When she turns 21, of course. Anyway, Spooky Sammy, I don't think I've ever seen you here on my live stream before, but I do this quite often. I'm trying to hit 1,200 subscribers on my live stream. So, I do my live stream every day at 1 o'clock Pacific time, talking about crypto. The show is powered by the Goxstein News Network. And since you guys are here, I will tell you, I had prepared a show that is the Julie and Josie show, and it is full on. Like the intro to it is very like 90s like sitcom, like family, like 90s family sitcom type. It's so adorable. We spent a lot of effort putting together, filming everything, putting it together. We created a song for it. So this intro it's just amazing. I've been sitting on this intro for probably 7 or 8 months now, and we just haven't had a chance to like sit down and say, okay, let's do it. Here's what the show is going to be about. Here's the day, here's the time, because you have to have like an actual show, like a standing time. So when I picked my time, I picked 1 o'clock for my normal crypto show, 1 o'clock every day, Monday through Friday, and that just it was a good time where like I didn't know anyone else that had a live stream going at that time. Now everybody's live streaming. There's a million different live streams and everybody's talking about the same stuff. So it's like you really have to do something to kind of set yourself apart. So now I think it's time to turn up the heat, get Julie and Josie show on, and get that going. So we've kind of come up with a game plan for it. And we're gonna pick a day, and then hopefully we can come together and make the show happen. So she's been doing a lot of streaming on Abstract. She's been doing great on Abstract. In fact, I wasn't sure if people on Abstract were really making money. And then I saw like what people are actually making on Abstract. I'm like, okay, I think I need to stream on Abstract. So, I subscribed. Are the live streams mostly with you? Yes. So, especially in the evening, I'm in my bedroom right now. So this is a little more intimate. Well, my cat's here. I thought my daughter's cat was in here too, but it's just me and my cat right now. Usually during the daytime, my live show is just me. But then I've been having guests on my show. So tomorrow I will be having Dumpstar, who is the dev behind the Honey Badger token. It's the ticker HOBA. And that's on Ethereum. So he's going to be on tomorrow. I think he's also the artist for ticker Bitcoin. You know, the Harry Potter Sonic Obama tin he knew. So. I can watch with scams all night. I promise I'm not scamming anyone. I don't ask for money. I don't have a wallet in any, like I could put my crypto wallet. I could put a cash app. I don't have any of that. I have a link to a silent swap that I'll usually put in my live streams. So I will say that my show is covering, and then I list all of the cryptocurrencies, and then I put that it's powered by Goxstein News Network, and then I put my my silent swap referral link. So if you want to use silent swap, it allows you to swap between cryptocurrencies in a privacy format. So that way it's, it's hush hush. We like that. We like privacy. We like privacy. So I mean, not like the privacy right now. You guys are like in my bedroom with me, but you know what I mean? Like privacy when it comes to like your money. Like you don't want people seeing what you're doing with your money. So, that is the only thing I have. I don't think anyone has ever used my referral for Silent Swap. I've never received anything from Silent Swap. I have never been sponsored by Silent Swap. I don't even have a sponsor at the moment. So I come on and talk about cryptocurrency because it's like the future, it's the economy of the future, in my opinion. Like we're all going to be working on the blockchain in the future, whether you like it or not. And like people don't even realize that like instead of like username and password, they're like having a wallet created for them in the background. And people are trying to move away from even like talking about crypto and blockchain. They're trying to like find a way to talk about it in a way that doesn't sound like crypto because of the stigma behind it. Because it's not really all scams. It's not really all scams. There can be a lot though. My mom was scammed out of a lot of money, and so, but what I'm here for is making sure that people don't get scammed. I've had a lot of friends lose everything, and it's devastating. So, yeah, no, I want to see people enter the space and be able to have financial freedom before the government gets in, and they're moving in very quickly. And it's not just the government. It's like, I mean, obviously on a federal level, we're talking about buying a Bitcoin strategic reserve and things like that. And whether we actually buy Bitcoin or not, or if we just like hang on to the Bitcoin that we have in storage, the fact of the matter is that like on state levels, they're looking at strategic reserves. Stablecoin legislation is looking at the digital dollar in every pocket. So Yeah, I mean, we're pretty much already moved to a cashless society. They don't want us to be on paper fiat. They can't track it. So why wouldn't they? So yeah, speaking of exciting people that I have on my show, on Thursday I'm going to have someone from the USDM Moneta. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But USDM is going to be the first possible privacy stablecoin. And so it's like, oh gosh, I'm gonna say it wrong, but it's like layer zero integration with USDT and USDC and, all that. So that of course is going to be on Cardano, but it will work and be integrated with, cross-chain interoperability. So yeah, our currency is not backed by anything. You're right about that. It's not backed by anything. It used to be backed by gold. And then it was backed by pretty much oil. It's been pretty much backed by oil, but we're not even backed by oil. Like, but I live in the state of California, and it has not been a oil and gas friendly state for a long time now. We're very, very liberal. We're very much about the green policy. And so, where I live, there's a bunch of oil leases, and they've all pretty much shut down, and everything has moved from being like an oil and gas town to moving into like renewables. There's a lot of people in renewables now, which is what I did for 12 years before I ended up in cryptocurrency. So before my daughter got sick, I actually had a day job. I worked in worked in solar. I was in operations and maintenance, and I did data analytics and managed a portfolio of 300 plus 1 megawatt sites. They were commercial distributed generation projects. So I'm a little bit of a nerd, and I like numbers. So, but anyway, I'm gonna go to bed now. But I'll be back tomorrow at 1 o'clock Pacific time. So if you want to smash a subscribe, I will be back, and I would love to see you all then. And I will not be so fresh faced, because you guys usually see me with makeup on during the daytime. So you get to see me right before I go night night. So I'll see you all tomorrow. Okay, bye.